Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Chantel and today's video is going to be about the medication part of being a surrogate mother. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Before we get started, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share this video, and let's jump right into it. So I started taking the medication on June 14th and I started with the estradiol medication. So that is basically estrogen that you're injecting into your body to help prepare your body for the embryo transfer. So I started taking that one, and that one was supposed to be taken every 3 nights, and I had messed up initially. I was taking it like 3 nights in a row when I first started taking it because there was just a miscommunication with the how I read and understood the calendar. And so once I got that cleared up with the fertility clinic, I was able to just continue taking the medicine as normal. Thankfully, I didn't have to cancel that cycle and then wait a whole nother month for another period to come and then start taking it again. So I was very grateful for that because that would have just prolonged the whole process even more. So once I got back on track with that, I took the estradiol every 3 nights for about 12 days until I started taking the other medicine, which is the progesterone. So for the estradiol, well, for the medication in general, I had to do injections, so like a shot, and I had to do them myself. I could have had someone help me, but the only other person here to have done it would have been my mom. And you know, I was able to do it myself, so I didn't need to ask her. But if I wouldn't have been able to do it, then I would have asked her to do it. So the injections go in your butt muscle, basically, so like right above your butt. And doing that, it started off fine, but the longer I did it, the more irritated I just got. Like, if I'm being real, that was probably my least favorite part about the whole surrogacy journey, pregnancy, and all of that thus far, was doing those injections. So I did the estradiol first, went to the fertility clinic. They did more labs to make sure my hormone levels were where they needed to be, and I had a lot of discharge. The doctor said that was good, that was normal, so everything was on track. So they checked my uterus, they did another vaginal ultrasound, and this was to make sure that my uterine lining was where it was supposed to be. If I remember correctly, it was supposed to be thinning and not thickening, or vice versa. Sorry, I don't remember. I'll try to put it on the screen if I can figure out which one it was supposed to be. But they wanted to check my uterine lining to make sure it was where it was supposed to be. Everything looked good on the ultrasound. My blood work was fine. My hormone levels were where they were supposed to be. So then they gave me the okay to start taking the progesterone medicine. Now this is the medicine that was going to essentially help the embryo stick and grow. So this one was different because I had to do this shot every night, and I had to continue taking both medicines even after I got pregnant, and I was not privy to that like prior to starting the medication. So once I started taking the progesterone, that's when the nurse had told me, like, you know, you're gonna be sore, you're gonna have knots possibly, this one's gonna hurt, basically, because the estradiol was fine. I didn't have any pain with that. The only symptom I had while taking the estradiol just by itself was getting dizzy from time to time. So I'd be walking around, or I'd be at work or something, and I'd just start feeling dizzy, and that was just a side effect from taking the estradiol every 3 nights. But the progesterone was different. It didn't start immediately, the symptoms that she had warned me about, but it came, and once it came, it didn't go away. So the progesterone was every night, and I had to alternate sides. So one night I might do the estradiol over here and the progesterone over here, and then, you know, just keep switching every night. So some nights I had to do 2 injections because I was still taking the estradiol even after we did the embryo transfer. So eventually I did start feeling the side effects from the progesterone, especially on my right side. I don't know why, but on my right side, it just hurt more. I would get knots sometimes, and I had to start using a heating pad, which helped, and I would massage the area. I would use my massage gun, or I would just use my hand. Most of the time, I would use my hand immediately after doing the injections to help the medicine spread, because you don't want the medicine to just sit in one spot, because that's what's going to create a knot. But regardless, those knots still came. No matter how much I massaged, no matter how much I used the heating pad, the knots still came. And I will say my symptoms weren't as severe as what I've heard other women's symptoms, you know, have been. Some women say like it was hard for them to even walk at times. That probably only happened to me once. For the most part, I was still able to go about my day and do my normal activities. It would just be annoying, you know, because there is still that pain there. And if I'm being completely honest, I still feel pain to this day, and I am 5 months pregnant now. So I don't know, you know, when it completely goes away. Sometimes it's even difficult for me to still massage the area, because where I'm having pain at right now is here. Let me see if I can show you guys. It's here. It's not up here where I did the injections. It's here on, like, in my hip area on both sides. So I don't know when the aches are gonna completely go away, but I'm praying that it's soon, because sometimes my kids will run up, especially my son, and he'll just kind of hit me on the side of my leg, and I'm like, ow, because it hurts. It's still like sore and tingly, you know, it's weird, but that's what's going on with that. So the estradiol medication, she started weaning me off of that around 7 to 8 weeks pregnant. So it wasn't too long after they did the embryo transfer that I was off of the estradiol. But the progesterone, she didn't start weaning me off of that one until I was about 10 or 11 weeks pregnant. So altogether, I took the medication from start to finish for about 2.5 months. So from June 14th to August 25th is when I was doing the injections. And it like became a nightmare. Like, I literally hated it. I could not wait to be done doing those injections, because I just dreaded it every night, because you want to do it every night around the same time. And I literally hated it. Some nights I injected the needle slowly. They tell you to do it like really fast, but that did not always work for me. Everybody's experience is different doing this, and I could not just shoot the needle into my skin like really fast every single night, because some nights I would do that and I would hit a spot that was not supposed to be hit, and I would get this like tingling feeling, and I would get kind of scared, you know, like, oh my gosh, did I hit a vein? Did I hit a nerve or something, you know? So most of the time I did it slowly, and that worked fine for me. It didn't hurt any more or any less. As long as the needle got in the right spot and I was able to inject the medicine, it was fine. So the medicines are basically like, they're in these little vials, and they're like oils, and the progesterone was thicker. So even injecting that one it would take a little longer. You know, they would tell you sometimes maybe like rub the syringe between your hand once you've drawn the medicine up, or put it under your underarm or something like that to kind of warm it up so that it'll help spread and help go in easier. But pretty much the way I injected myself is what worked for me, and here we are. We're pregnant. So I'm gonna show you guys a belly shot. This is 21 weeks. Yeah, so that was my experience doing the injections on myself to prepare for the embryo transfer. And like I said, it was a nightmare, but I got through it. So don't let this discourage you. If I can do it, you can do it too. That concludes today's video. Thanks you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Leave any comments you may have down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.